Hey everyone, welcome to the First Take, your one-stop destination to master data analytics from scratch. If you have ever wondered how business make data-driven decisions, how Netflix knows exactly what to recommend, or how companies predict future trends, then you are in the right place. This is our first episode of our in-depth data analytics series, where we'll teach you everything you need to know to become a data expert, from SQL, Power BI, Excel, Python, etc. So whether you are a beginner or looking to switch into the data analytics role, we'll break down the complex topics into the easy practical lessons, along with the very hands-on projects. We'll be covering 20 plus projects in this particular series. So if you want to land a high-paying job in data analytics or just upskill, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. In today's episode, we'll start with the basics, that is, what is data analytics, why is it important, and how does it work. So let's dive in. So, what do you mean by data analytics? So here you can see what is data analytics means. So basically, what exactly is data analytics? What do you mean by that? So it's a process of examining, cleaning, and interpreting raw data. Raw data. Basically, raw data means unprocessed data, which is not processed for analyzing or finding insights. So it's basically unclean data. You can find these data on the server, or you can just, if you are a learner and you have a very good website called as Kaggle, which is a free open source by Google. So you can just go to the Kaggle and download some raw data, which is unclean data, and process it. And that process is called data analytics to draw useful insights. Let's understand in simple way. This is a raw data. You took the unprocessed data and you try to analyze the data. How you will analyze? To extract, analyze means you will understand everything from the data. There is so many columns in data, right? We call them attributes. For example, gender, age, for example, a salary, you can say, or all this. So with this, you have to find out insights, analyze and find out insights. Got it? So insights, if you are finding to make, and this insight will help a business in making decisions. So basically, as a data analyst, you are impacting a business decisions. So you are gonna change the decision of business. You're gonna impact the decision of the business. So basically, data analytics works such a way that you are a data analyst. So your work is to draw the insights from the data, take a raw data, draw the insights, analyze first, then you'll get the insights, and with the help of that insights, what you'll give it to business, and the business will, what they will do, they will take decision on the basis of that. Because for example, there you will, after finding insights, you got a pie chart, for example. Let's say this, so let's say, for example, the north part of any country, you got this many thing, and south part of country, this particular thing is having more sell, for example. So on the basis of that, you can find out that, yeah, this particular area is having more sale on this particular product, so I should open more outlet, right? So in this, your business will grow. So that's how you are gonna impact, a data analysis is gonna impact. And let's understand with one more example. Just see how Netflix will recommend movies, right? Netflix. So Netflix, how they will recommend, uh, based on your past data, right? Past purchases. Like for example, you have watched some series, and on the basis of that, they will suggest you new series. So this is how data analytics work. Data analytics basically are used to nearly every industry you can see. For example, in retail, healthcare, and entertainment also, that I already mentioned. Netflix is a kind of entertainment industry. So this basically used to recommend user. I mean, for example, they are liking this particular series. So on the basis of that, the company will recommend those user those kind of contents. So this is what data analytics basically is. So I hope you understand. You got some basic idea how data is to work. Taking basically the step is like taking raw data which is unprocessed data, and analyze the data to find the insights. So, and these insights will be gone to the business analysts or the stakeholders, and they will impact the decision making. It will be decision making will be impact. Yeah, I'm sorry. So now let's move to the next slide, which is as you can see the definition data analytics mentioned over here. Data as refers to the process of examining, interpreting raw data that I already mentioned. It covers uncover patterns. You have to find the pattern in the data. Like I told, there is a pattern of data. For example, there the sales is more. That's the pattern. And for example, there's a some particular gender is buying some particular product. So on the basis of that, you can suggest those product to those particular gender. So, and it involves statistical techniques and algorithm of data cleaning, processing, and analysis. It all happens from cleaning to processing and analysis. First, you have to clean the data before analyzing it, because the raw data is unprocessed or unclean data that I already mentioned, right? So you have to clean it. Cleaning can be done on various steps. For example, you can remove the null values from the data, missing values from the data, or you can try to, if there is missing value, there are other steps in data analytics that will go depth in Python. Then I will teach you all this. But as basic, you can just understand that if there is some null values or missing values, so sometimes we can remove it if the row or column is not affected in our analysis. But if it is affected, what we can do, we used to replace those with the help with mean, median, or mode. So this is again I'm going depth into the Python thing. So we'll come to this later on. Now let's understand this particular introduction thing. So what's the importance of data analysis in real world? So it's nearly every industry, as I mentioned, healthcare, finance, sports, entertainment, and retail, all this. So as an Netflix recommend movies, as I already mentioned. So this is all the examples and importance of data analytics in real world. So now let's directly jump to the benefits of data analytics, which you can see on your screen. So basically, our data analytics, what are the benefits? First is that it improves customer experience. Customer experience is must, because if you are a customer centric company, for example, let's take example of Walmart or Amazon. So these are customer centric company, right? So their decisions are affected by customer. If no customer, means this company will what they will do, they don't have their major, especially if I talk about Amazon, their 80 to 90% of business is more about the customer centric business, right? So it all depends on the customers, right? So it improves the customer experience data analyst. So they need a data analyst which will analyze, who will analyze the data and give them the solution. By analyzing, they will give them the insights. Insights are basically visuals like thing. With the help of visuals, they'll try to tell them the solutions. For example, there's a retail company, as I just already took the example of Walmart, and they are doing some very good performance in particular area, and the product is getting sold at a very good rate, and the demand is more than the supply. So what a data analyst will find out, that yeah, the demand is not being fulfilled. So this also comes under that, like supply chain analytics, you will get to know later on. So this way they can help. They will also predict future trends. Future trends also can be predicted. So along with that, smart decisions you can take, because if you have analyzed the data, then you can take some very good decisions, right? You have analyzed the data and you got to know, okay, these are the faults in my company. These are the the loopholes, or these are the pinpoints that I can look after. Then they can actually take some actions. Or if there is some churn happening, customer is leaving the buying product, some particular product, so they can take some action and they can try to retain the customer. So these are the future things that can be improved with the help of data analytics. Plus data analytics will also drive the innovations. It will fuse AI automation and new product development, because you can make new product with the help of data analytics. Now let's directly jump to the types of data analytics, as you can see over your screen. So as mentioned over here, as you can see, there are four types of data analytics. First is descriptive analytics, then diagnostic analytics, and then it's predictive analytics and prescriptive analytics. So basically, descriptive analytics answers what happened, like answers a question, what happened, as you can see on the screen. For example, a sales report will summarize last month's revenue of a company. So what happened last month revenue, the total revenue of company last month is summarized. So this is this comes under descriptive analytics. It answers what happened. For example, you can see here focus on summarizing historical data. In history, what has happened? So the revenue, for example, as you can see, example reporting months, sales figure, summarizing marketing campaign performance, how much performance, how the performance was, and how much sale happened. For example, revenue went 100 million. So this is a kind of descriptive analytics example. Other example is diagnostic analytics, which basically tells that how, as you can see here, the why did something happen means they will ask the question why it happened. So it's all kind of it goes beyond summarizing data and answer the question why did it happen. For example, identifying correlations and causes. So what's the reason of this thing? For example, there's a disease. For example, there's a special kind of blood cancer disease, let's say some special disease. So why this disease happened, and what was the reason? For example, age factor can come, right? Age factor will be the reason, or particular demography. So many things are there, right? So this comes under, sorry, this comes under diagnostic analytics. And now third is predictive analytics, which you means which answer the question what is likely to happen, means it's going to predict it, I mean future. For example, let's say tomorrow there will be rain in Bengaluru. So how they will predict it? With the help of data, right? They will have some collect some data from the all over the wind speed, the all the things. They will collect the moisture content and everything, and with the help of that they will find out what will happen in the future. Is there any probability of rain or not? So this all comes under predictive analytics. I hope you got it. And now the last is prescriptive analytics, which is recommends actions to achieve desired outcome. So it will recommend you how you can achieve it. For example, what should we do about it? What can we do? For example, combine predictive data with optimization algorithm. So prescriptive analytics basically tells what should we do about it. For example, Google Map is the one example of prescriptive analytics. It basically tells that for example, you find the fastest route based on the traffic data. So they will Google Map will give you that. So it all comes under which prescriptive analytics. So now let's talk about the data analytics processes, as you can see on your screen, which is data analytics process. So like there are so many processes involved, from data cleaning, pre-processing, data exploration analysis, data modeling. So first step is going to be, as you can see on your screen, a data collection. So data collections you can collect from various sources: API, social media, IoT devices, survey. As I already told, if you are learning, then you can collect it from the Kaggle, which is a very good open source platform for raw data, taking out raw data. It is bought by Google in 2014. Let's not go deep into all that. So our first process is going to be your data collection. You can even collect through the APIs. It will save you so much of time. So and databases as well, like Azure, AWS, and all that, right? So these are the particular some of the ways of collecting the data. And second step is going to be data cleaning and pre-processing. So you will clean the data. I already mentioned, right? Cleaning basically means that removing any null values, trying to make it some in some order. For example, if the order is wrong, we can just correct it, and we can also try to collect the things. Like for example, raw data. I mean, there is raw data. There are so many dirty data, so you can clean it, right? So you can clean it with the help of some tools. Like, okay, for example, let's say you have a Power BI or you have a Excel, and you don't want to use Python. So you can directly go to the this particular BI tool. This is the BI tool, and Excel you must be knowing. So you can there is some in Power BI especially, if you talk, there is a term called transformation. So if you transform the data, you can edit it, you can clean it. Cleaning basically means removing unwanted data, unwanted thing, or trying to make it in a good way, I mean very good order. So this is all about cleaning. And third is data exploration and analysis. Exploit data to understand pattern and characteristics. So you'll try to find the pattern. For example, gender, age, salary, health status, and many things are there. These are all the attributes, and with the help of that, you can just explore it and try to find the analysis. And if you do the analysis, you'll get to know that okay, these are the things and these are the problem in the data, and then you can model, statistical model, machine learning model to predict. Okay, you can use so many machine learning algorithms model to find out that random forest or linear logistic. So with help all that, you can just try to find the performances of model, like how much percent the performance. For example, your model is performing 80%, 70%. So with help of that, you can just do the entire process. So this is the very, just note down these all four steps in data analytics. These four steps are going to be very important. So now let's move to the next slide, which is tools overview. So which are the popular tools of data analytics, as you can see on your screen? So some of them are like, as you can see, Python, SQL, Excel, Tableau, Power BI. So Python, of course, it's a high level programming language, as you know. We'll discuss depth into Python, no worries. And libraries are pandas, NumPy, pandas for data, data framing and uh, doing the steps, and NumPy and cleaning and all. And NumPy is basically used for mathematical calculation, and matplotlib is for uh, visuals. Yeah, got it. So SQL is basically, everyone knows, structured query language, and it is not a programming language, actually a query language. So it's essential working with databases. If you want to fetch the data, you have to write the queries, right? So SQL is that, and Excel is a very popular tool data for quick analysis. You can do quick analysis in the Excel. You have something called as pivot. With the help of pivot, you can do quick analysis, and we look up, as I already mentioned, pivot table, right? And data visualizations are there. So this is all about Excel. And Tableau, Power BI is these are BI tools. You can learn either of them. I would be covering Power BI in this particular series, but you can go with either of them. That's again well and good. So these are all the popular tools for data analytics. Now let's move to the last, which is conclusion. So now we have come to the summary of data analytics and everything, how it went and all. So that's as you can see, data analytics transform data into actionable insights. As I already mentioned that from data clean, you know, find out the data and then clean it and the entire process. So this is all about that. And yeah, that's a wrap up for our introduction to data analytics series. To summarize this, we covered what data analytics is, its benefits, different types, and the process involved into data analytics. In the next episode, we'll take a deep dive into SQL, DBMS also, as we are covering. Before covering SQL, we'll go on to the DBMS, and then we'll go to SQL simultaneously, and the fundamental tools in data analytics. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our series. And if you found this video helpful, drop a like and comment below with any questions. I will be happy to help. See you in the next video.